Hey everybody, this is Jonathan Montgomery. A question I often run across, especially when I'm dealing with homeowners who are trying to sell their house. What do you do if the house does not sell? Maybe you've had it listed with an agent and for whatever reason you've had a lot of activity, but no one put an offer on that house and you're on the market for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 days, maybe even longer, and that house still has not sold. As an appraiser, I see this scenario often, and I have a little bit more insight about the reasons this often happens. So let's talk about that today. First, what I would like you to do is subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, that way you will know when I'm gonna have new videos that come out, and that way I can kind of keep you involved. As an appraiser, I see real estate from a different perspective, and every new house is kind of like opening a treasure chest, so it's really cool to be able to share that information and insight with you. But let's talk about what to do if that house has not sold. First off, we're gonna take a normal scenario. Let's think about if you've had the house on the market with a professional agent. Now, I know that agent is telling you one thing to do, and that is probably reduce your price. But let's consider maybe about 4 or 5 other things that you can do that we can take into consideration before you just reduce the price. First, let's look at your staging. Most of the time, when I see a house that has not sold, that is because it has poor staging. Inside, it looks, man, like an old dorm room, like my son's rooms, okay? And that does not appeal to potential buyers. Now, it may feel comfortable to you, but the first thing you want to do is declutter, get rid of all of the extra stuff, and take down all your personal photos. I don't care who you are, you want to make that house feel like the new buyer can move in and feel comfortable in that house. You don't want it to feel like it is still your space. So declutter and get rid of all your personal pet photos and family photos and all that other stuff. You also probably want to consider getting a pro stager, a professional stager. These are people that get paid that will come in. They may even bring in new furniture for you to make this house look nice. They may reposition your current furniture so that the room has more appeal. Sometimes as normal people, we just put our furniture wherever we like, but it may not have the most appeal on the inside for potential buyers. Maybe it looks too cluttered. Also, you want to look at the outside. Do you have poor curb appeal? You can dress up those flower beds, those mulch beds, clear out, cut the grass, just clear out all the brush and the excess. Spend a few $100s reinvesting on the outside. If you need to do some painting, paint some of those chipped areas, those worn areas, power wash, just clear out the exterior. Next, I suggest getting professional photos. There's a possibility that your agent took the photos, and you know, with our cell phones and all that, we have great cameras. I mean, I'm actually using my cell phone to make this video, okay? But I'm not trying to sell anything. You're trying to sell a house. So if you want to sell a house, give yourself the best opportunity to get the highest dollar amount. Hire a professional. $200, $300, $400 can actually earn you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Get a professional to come in there. After you've decluttered and cleaned up, they will take the best angles. They know the right angles. They know the right lighting to get the best photos so that you can attract more buyers into your home. Now, another problem that you might have, this is probably your third one that you want to deal with. Is your house too unique? Do you have some funky floor plan? Now, this might be a little bit more challenging to fix. It might cost you more money, but I would suggest that you consider dealing with this, okay? I've seen houses where people put this weird extension and that extension makes no sense. Maybe the floor plan is a little funky, or maybe there's a room that people can't figure out what to do with. If you have a stager come in, they can actually kind of create a scenario. They'll put some furniture in there and it will help potential buyers envision how that space can be used. But you want to be careful. If your house is too unique, if it's much larger than all the other houses in the neighborhood, then be careful. The one thing I want to warn you about here is this. That purple house right next door to yours probably is not the reason your house is not selling. I have done the research on this, and statistically you will find that when you have that odd looking house that people tend to like to talk about, they often think that that is the reason that their house is not selling. But market research has shown me that that is not the case. But you want to pay attention to what your house has, okay? Now the last thing, well actually the second is the last thing you want to do, you want to deal with is, if you've been working with an agent, pay attention to the feedback that you've received from the potential buyers, people that came to visit your home. Now, here's the deal. You got to listen to this stuff. You got to take it into consideration. Don't take it personal. It's just that people have their own opinions and they're the ones that you want to write an offer. If you have funky odors going on, if you have pet odors, if you have cooking odors, if you have some weird floor plan, maybe your furniture doesn't fit their taste. Even though your furniture is going with you, they think it just looks like, I don't like this house. So you definitely want to pay attention to all of that. Pay attention to their feedback. Now, the last thing, if you have great staging, you've decluttered, you have great curb appeal, you've taken care of all these issues, maybe your house is not too unique, maybe you have professional photos and you've done all of that already and your house still has not sold, well then you really need to take a look at your pricing. There's a very good chance that you are priced too high for that market. You want to look at what are other houses that are similar to yours, how much are they selling for, and how much are they asking, okay? So look at the houses that have recently sold within the last few months that are similar to yours, and then look at the houses that you are competing against. You wanna pay attention to pricing, because if you are too high, then buyers are gonna shy away from you and not gonna write an offer. But anyway, I hope that this can help you and gives you some insight. I want you to be successful. Please do me a favor, leave a comment. Do you have any other ideas about why houses normally don't sell? Do you have any funny stories? Please leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to sharing with you more videos and more insight as an appraiser. Talk to you soon.